Welcome back to Along the Spiritual Journey. This is going to be a part two to a video I posted in response to this comment. So, first of all, thank you for being vulnerable enough to leave this comment. And I wanted to say that you're tapping on two things. So, feminine energy is more about being able to sit back and receive, which is allowing others to want to do for you without an expectation of you. When within your feminine energy, you're just literally allowing yourself to receive. Now, in part of your comment, your first comment, you brought up being a nurturer. A nurturer has elements of femininity, but a nurturer also has elements of being a provider and a protector. Just as the same is within masculine energy, there's going to be provider, protector energy. So in each half of self, there's going to be provider and nurturer energy. And then each half of us, we have masculine and feminine energy. This is more of an exchange that we use daily on masculine energy being action, feminine energy being receptive. So if you are working more on your feminine energy, then that would be more about allowing yourself to not feel the need to react or respond. True feminine energy just exists. It literally creates from just being themselves and existing. And so you don't have to go out and try to create any type of energy exchange because feminine energy always calls in masculine actions. May it be a flower sitting in the middle of a field and a masculine energy comes along and wants to smell it, take pictures of it. That is that exchange of masculine and feminine. You don't have to do anything as the feminine. If you want to be more your masculine energy, which is taking control of certain situations in your relationship or taking control of yourself in your relationship, that's about setting boundaries, and that's important too. But I wanted to be clear, even if your partner can make you feel safe and make you feel like you can be soft, still remain in your energy to be hard when necessary, right? You don't want to give away your autonomy. That is the most important thing I want people to remember when it comes to masculine and feminine energy. That's a play on I'm okay with you feeling this way and representing this energy if it makes you feel better, and vice versa. But if there's ever a time when you need to step into your masculine energy to protect your partner's feminine energy, may it be male or female, in your case, you said male, then you would know when they're being soft or tender and they need you to be there for them. That's when you have to go into your masculine energy, and then you become the nurturer through this feminine trait, which is being able to hold space and just receive. Because when you're listening to someone, you're not trying to convince them or change them. You're just giving them a hug and letting them sit there and get it out. And so, this is what I say as a nurturer, you have to be willing to do that because there are feminine energies who can't hold space. And this is where you get the situation where you maybe have, you were talking about your mom, like my mom was not a nurturer. So she didn't have space to sit there and hold us and coddle us. She's like, okay, this moment's over. And so we learned my mom was very feminine. She loved, all the feminine qualities and colors and nails and hair and all of those things that come along with societal femininity, right? But she was still very masculine. And so that's why I say you don't have to not be masculine if that's the energy that works for you, no more than you have to be feminine to appease your partner. But if you do want to be in a relationship where you both respect your masculine and feminine energies, no matter which part of the spectrum you're on, this is where the nurturer and protector comes in, or the nurturer and the provider comes in, because the nurturer knows, regardless of how I'm feeling right now, masculine or feminine energy, I need to just let my partner come to me. I cannot chase them down. I will not chase them down. I will just be there holding space if they need me. The same thing if it's the opposite side for the provider or the protector. They know, if you're a true protector, you know that you have to go to the deep end and come back when you're ready. No one has to teach you that. No one has to tell you that. And this is the part of masculinity that should be embodied when it comes to, that energy of exchange of holding space, but also protecting the space. Because when you're a protector of the space, you're still holding space as well, but your main primary outlook is not what's going on inside, it's what's going on outside to make sure whatever's going on inside remains peaceful. And so I hope this makes sense. I'm trying not to make it too convoluted, but I wanted to just make sure I differentiated between feminine energy and nurturing energy. Feminine energy is how you like to express your body, your spirit, your expressions, all of that. Masculine energy is how you, again, like to show up in the world, how you like to express that feminine energy, how you like to walk into a room with that feminine energy. A protector is more so anybody of any creed who just wants to make sure everyone's good, right? A nurturer is the type of person where they're always going to make sure that once everybody is good from any outside danger, that now that they get to feel safe and get back to that equilibrium in their energy on the inside, right? So this is why when you see when any animal, when I used to work with animals, if you coddle them, I'm not saying wild animals, but animals, kids, everything, if they go through a traumatic moment and if they allow you to touch them and you just hold them and coddle them, that's that nurturing energy. No matter how crazy they're going, if you are able to hold them and contain them, you are nurturing them. If you're then able to get them to the point to listen to you and respect you, that's the protector energy. Because regardless, again, of what someone else did to that animal, if you give it enough nurturing love and hold space for it without forcing it to love the way you want, then it will eventually become the protector of you and love you and stand by you and guard you. That's why dogs have that loyalty, right? Because they easily, no matter what they've been through, if you show them nurturing love, they will become protective and loving of you. That's that exchange. Now, within that exchange, masculine and feminine, if that dog is beta or alpha, that's all masculine and feminine energy represents. So, if in your relationship your partner makes you feel safe because they allow you to step back and be feminine and not have to try so hard to think all the time, that's beautiful. As long as you're not letting them control who you are, because you still own the right to how you want to express yourself. If they like to protect you and nurture you in that aspect, let them. And then you allow yourself to just know that they don't have expectations of me. So therefore I get to be who I want to be because they authentically love me. That's what unconditional love is. When you get to that point of protector, nurturer, you know that you're not trying to change that person. You just want to be this energy that you know you can give and they'll accept it willingly. The same thing when it comes back to masculine and feminine energy. If how you guys like to express who you are within that goes back and forth, or if it's just one is this way and one's that way, one's fat masculine all the time, one's feminine, that's cool. As long as you know that in that relationship, the masculine and feminine energy is for energy play for the outside, nurture protector is for energy on the inside. And so that's why I say we should all embody the protector and nurturer aspects, but we all have a default that we fall into. So, like for me, my default is nurturer, but I'm an amazing protector. My energy is masculine and feminine because I express both fluidly. So, I hope that makes sense. Thank you for interacting. Love you. Mwah.